Hi everyone. This week we're doing the Infinity Gauntlet. I bought this set because I like the articulation of the fingers. I was actually quite hoping this would actually go over your hand, but I don't think it does. There's 3 numbered bags of parts in this set. Bag number 1 looks like it's just the base that the glove sits on. Bag number 2 is the bottom half of the glove, and bag number 3 is the upper with the fingers. Let's get right into building. Something's not right. I thought I was doing so great. And I'll see if I can show this. If you can tell right here, the red piece sticks out past the edge of all the other pieces, and then this one won't sit flush. So I don't know what I did wrong. Oh, I think I know now. And then the blue piece in here on the other side is too far inset. So I think what I did working too fast is this red piece got put in reversed 180 degrees. So this should be pretty easy to fix. I just have to take off the 4 side pieces I just put on, take that off, reverse it, put it back in. Okay, so this has to come off. This has to come off. That has to come off. Take that whole top off. And I should be able to pop this out. And actually I don't even have to, just have to turn this around. That's all I need to do. So that's the way it should be. The red was on the inside now, and now everything's flush. Now, I'm going to make sure I get the orientation, everything correctly again. Overconfidence was my weakness. Much better. There we go. Everything's now seated properly. All right, here's the end of bag number 1. The base and a little bit of the, I guess, the attachment points for the upper assembly that's to come. I made one mistake, easily correctable. The base itself rather simple. There's a lot of attachment points here, so it'll be interesting to see how that all gets utilized. There's a little hinged part down here for the nameplate. And some random complicated assembly up at the top, which hopefully I got all this correct. Anyway, pretty simple, just the base. It's already quite tall. I can see I'm going to have to adjust my camera. Probably for the third bag. I think for the second bag, it's not going to get any higher than this, so I can keep it where it is. Let's go on to bag number 2. What I like about this set, one of the reasons why I bought it, is these gold pieces. They're nice and shiny, and I don't think I've got anything gold like this, and there's going to be a lot of it. You can see all the gold in here. I don't know how well the gold comes off on the camera, but probably just it's very reflective. I can't wait to see this finished. I'm going to do a little bit of pre-sorting and then we'll get right to it. Okay, we've got our 2 lower, I guess, arm guards of the Gauntlet. One of them looks, to me, it looks a lot like roughly the shape of the Millennium Falcon. So I like to zoom it around like a little spaceship. The other one's the same, but it doesn't have the cutout. And some of the details on the top are a bit different. All right, the first one we did goes on the bottom, and you can see how the connecting claw elements here are slightly offset, and that's to allow this to sit at an angle. I'm going to put the bottom one in first. Very gently snaps in, so you can see how that sits. And then the other one sits on the other side here. Same thing. That's a very gentle attachment. Okay, we have our 2 other side pieces done. That should finish up the bottom here. Not quite, but closes it in. These go in the same way the other 2 did. And these 2 are identical. That bottom's all done now. And we just have a few pieces to put around the top here. All right, this last bit fills in the hole we got here. Oops. Is that right? Oh, gee. Mike. How do I get this off now? You had one job to do. I put it in upside down. That's why things were bouncing into each other. Do I have it on the right side? I do. Okay, so this goes this way, not the way I had turned up. Well, that fits much better. Okay, that's the end of bag number 2. We have the entire, from here down, bottom part of the gauntlet done. Starting to look pretty good, decent amount of detail. It's actually smaller than I expected. I thought, again, I was imagining my hand going in here, but that was kind of a fantasy on my part. Bag number 3. A lot of small pieces in this bag, which makes sense because we're basically building the fingers. First thing I want to say though is this little nameplate here, which probably really hard to see. It just says Lego The Infinity Saga Infinity Gauntlet on it, and it is printed. So I can happily say in this set there are no stickers at all, just one printed brick, which is great. Okay, this piece, which side does this go on? This goes on here. This is where I find out if I did everything correctly in the first part. This should just, everything should go right in the right spot, and it does, which is great. Okay, we've done 4 fingers and a little bit of a side piece here. Just want to show something on the fingers. I love how these two parts just go over each other like that. Fit is perfect. So we've got 3 articulations, just like a regular finger. Attach these to the main assembly. So this one first. Make sure I got my fingers in order here. This one goes on the side here. How does this attach? I'm not even sure where this attaches. Do I have it? Oh, that's why I don't have it on the right side. Oh, okay. So it fits in this little Tetris part right in here. Or does it? Oh, that's not. There we go. Yep, it just slides right in there. Great. Start with the little finger. Ah! What did I break? Oh, that just goes on there. Middle finger and the index finger. Pretty cool. Okay, we have all the final pieces. We got the thumb, we got a couple side plates, and then our little representation of all the infinity stones. And these just have to go onto the glove and we'll be done. Base plate's easy. We'll get that done here. Get these out of the way. Put that on. Now, our thumb goes into this ball joint here. All right, these side plates go onto these hooks on the side here. And they're flexible that they can kind of curve around. This one goes on the other side. That closes in around the edges there. And our infinity stones go onto the fingers here. And one in the back. And then one on the thumb, right in there. Is that seated properly? Yep. There we go. The build wasn't quite as exciting as I was hoping for, but the end result looks pretty good. And there's good articulation, like a regular hand, in all of these fingers. So you can curl them right around if you want. And I believe, let's see if I can get this right. What's a snapping? Snapping is these two fingers. So get rid of the index, this one and this one. So you could arrange it to make it look like he's about to snap. I guess with my, which hand? Is that the right hand? Left hand. So pretty cool. I think this would be a nice display piece. What really kind of sets it out for me is the infinity stones. Otherwise, this is just a big lump of gold and black, but the gold is quite striking. I believe they also make an infinity gauntlet, but the one that Iron Man has, so it's his red Iron Man suit gauntlet. I didn't get that one. I preferred to have this one because I think the red one's even smaller than this. Well, what do you think? I kind of like it. Thumb's got articulation in many directions. Fingers can just go up and down. But I'm glad I built this because now if I ever want to do anything else with this level of articulation, I see how it was done. So it gives me a really good idea of how joints like this can be made. And there's actually a remarkably small amount of pieces that went into this to make the finger articulation. Pretty cool. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll have something new for next week.